Hi, and fantastic! You've sold your house using the St. Joseph statue, and the question is, what's next? What do you do now? As you know, as per tradition, you're supposed to unearth the statue and put it in a place of honor in the new home. But many people can't really come up with a place that the statue fits in their new home. So here are some ideas that we've taken from focus groups with our customers who have successfully sold their houses using a St. Joseph statue. The first one, and we love this idea, is that the small statuette is used as a child's toy. For example, as a doll's house figurine or as a figure in a Lego set, for example. Now, we think that St. Joseph will be really happy with this because St. Joseph obviously loved children and was a foster father to Jesus and was a mentor of children. And everyone loves the energy of children. And so this is a great way to honor the statue. Remember, the statues are also only 3.5 inches tall, so that they don't cause major damage in the garden and they're easy to bury and unearth. And so they will be perfect size for a child. Second idea, which is also wonderful, is some people like to have something like a talisman in their car. And so they place the St. Joseph statue somewhere like in the glove compartment, and then they feel safe driving. Now, these statues obviously don't come with a magnetic base, so they're not really suited to placing on the dashboard, but they can be in the car as a talisman. Another wonderful idea is to have your St. Joseph statue as part of the Christmas crib. So again, this would be totally in keeping with the ethos of the tradition, whereby the little statuette is away all year, and then come Christmas, as you unwrap each of the little figurines of the Christmas crib, there is St. Joseph, and he's part of your Christmas celebration. We've mentioned before the concept of having a space clearing altar, which is something that Denise Lynn has very much championed, and we love this idea. And so some people do use the St. Joseph statue as part of their space clearing altar. But of course, other people are just very happy to have a blessing altar to say thank you to St. Joseph, and their statue is part of the blessing altar. Another kind of quirky, interesting use we found for the statue, or upcycling of the statue, I suppose we could call it, is some people just put it casually somewhere, but in a prominent place in their home or office, and use it as a discussion piece. And then if someone asks about it, they explain why they have a statue and how it helped them. And we ask people, well, aren't you afraid people will think it's kind of crazy, or, But it's interesting, and one major investor mentioned to us, we rely on the fact that the law of attraction will work. And really only people who are attracted to the statue and the tradition will even notice the piece. So that's another really nice idea. And the final idea that, of course, we absolutely love is turning it into a legacy piece. So in other words, it becomes something that is passed on across generations and between generations and records the real estate history of a family group. So for example, it might have a little piece of paper or a beautiful notebook that says, in 1999, this statue helped us sell this property in North Shore, Chicago, Illinois, $200,000. It sold in 9 days. And then the next one might be 2001, where a cousin or an auntie sold us a house maybe in Portland, Oregon for $250,000 in 10 days. And so it's a little book that is kept within the family tree and records the real estate history of the family. We also think that's a really wonderful way, because many people feel, as the statue is used more often, it sort of gains momentum or gains positive energy. So having a statue that's passed around within a family and that has a very good selling record is really quite an amazing legacy. So we wish you a wonderful day wherever you are and hope this has served you.